cool.
Yeah, it is cool, right? So today we're learning about emergency. And we're also going to learn about the different scenarios of emergency, right?
Okay.
Who has had an emergency
No,
before?
me. I
You haven't had it, Adriana? Have
No.
you, Anthony? No. And you, Javier, have you had an emergency before? No. Okay. Well, let's be thankful, right? Now, I'm gonna read to you guys a story, and then later on we're going to go through different scenarios together, and in the
Okay.
end, you guys will work on your own scenarios, okay? Identifying the scenarios by yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look here, right? Emergency. An emergency is a very serious situation. In an emergency, it is important to let the police officers, firemen, and paramedics help you. In an emergency, it is important to also let the police, firefighters, and paramedics help your family as well, right? If something happens in your house with the family. And it's serious. Serious means it needs to be dealt with right away. Right away, right? So if it's something, if it's an emergency, we have to get on it right away.
Really?
Yes, because it's serious. And serious means no being silly, no wasting any time, okay? We gotta move quickly.
Okay.
Okay, you see the little image of the people running quickly?
Yes.
Yes, right? Emergency, we have to move quickly. And in an emergency, someone may be very sick, hurt, or in great danger.
Ooh.
And when that happens in an emergency situation, it is also very important to call 911. Okay? And there are some examples. Here are some examples of emergency. We have a fire, a house on fire. We see the house on fire.
Yeah.
A car accident. So two cars can crash, right? And if there's people inside, they get hurt. It could be someone choking. Yes, if you eat something and it gets stuck on your throat, right? You could be choking, and that's very serious.
Oh.
Or someone getting very hurt.
Okay.
So these are some kinds of emergency. And so when we're having an emergency, what's the number we call?
I don't know.
What's the number we call? What do we see here? 911.
1.
Can we say 911?
1.
911. About you, Javier, what's the number we call when we're having an emergency?
911.
Good job. And you, Anthony, can you point out to the number 911? Very good. Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to work answering a few questions and identifying a few images, okay? So let's take a look here, okay? First, we're going to go over these images one more time, right? So here we have a paramedic truck, have a fire truck, and we have a police car.
Ooh.
Right? So these are the people we can count on when we have an emergency for help. Okay? And this is usually how they're dressed, right? This is usually how their uniforms are. Okay? Let's see. And then if it's a serious emergency, can we waste any time when we're having a serious emergency? Anthony, can you point out to the clock? Yes. So we cannot waste any time, right?
Wow.
Because if someone is really hurt, we have to get to them quick,
Oh, okay.
right? And let's see. see what else we have here. Again, let's do a quick review. What's the number that we call, Adriana, when we have an emergency? Do you want to repeat after me?
Yes.
What is it? 9?
911.
Good job.
Cheese.
Cheese.
What? Not cheese.
Pizza.
And then
Not pizza.
okay, let's focus back. Let's focus back on what we're learning, okay? And then we have the images of the different emergencies, which could be someone choking, could be a house on fire, which could be a car accident. It could also be someone who hurt their finger. They can have a very deep cut, right? And so they need to go to an emergency room. If you cut your finger really deep, yeah, right?
Matthew.
And
no, sit
also
down.
if someone is really, really sick and they have a really high fever, right? Yeah, those are serious, right?
Why?
Because if you get a really, really high temperature, your body temperature rises too high, that can be it can be very serious. It's not good for your health.
Really?
Yeah, you need to be rushed to the hospital, okay?
Yes.
And should we need to be scared when we have an emergency?
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay to be scared, right? It is okay because if you're in a situation wherein you're a lot of pain or somebody is in a lot of pain, it can be a little scary, right? Okay, so now that we finished going over these examples, we are gonna work. I'm gonna cover one question with you guys, okay? And then each one of you will work independently. And I will be here to also assist you, okay, with answering these questions. Okay, so we have the first question we have is an emergency is something that is we have to choose, okay? Is it very important or is it not important? What do you think, Adriana? Adriana, let's focus back. Is an emergency something that's important or not important?
I don't know.
What do you think? Is it important if someone is really, really hurt?
No.
It's not important?
No.
Shouldn't we care?
No.
No? What do you think, Javier? Do you think an emergency is something that is very important or not important? Very important, right? Good job. So what do? We circle letter A, right? Okay. Good. Thank you. And how about you, Anthony? Let's go over the next question, okay? We have in an emergency, I can take care of it or will need help. If it's an emergency and it's something very serious, do I need to call for help? Yes, point to the picture, Anthony, that shows somebody either taking care of it on their own or calling for help. Point to the picture. Yes, right? I will need to call for help. Very good. So let's circle that picture. Thank you, Anthony. And then what's our next question? Our next question is, what is the number you call in an emergency? No. We don't do that. Don't do that, okay? We don't pinch our friends, okay? We keep nice hands to ourselves,
Why your hand?
okay? Keep your hands to yourself. Okay, so what is the number that you call when you have an emergency? What's the number, Adriana? What's the number we call?
They say quiet hands. Stop doing it.
You don't pinch people and you don't pull his finger. That's no. Apologize. I'm sorry. We don't do that. You keep
What's the number we call, Adriana?
for the break the man's finger.
What is the number we call when we're having an emergency? That one? How do you say? Is that the number we call?
Yes.
How do you say it?
I don't know.
It starts with 9.
Matthew, you finished?
What are the other two numbers?
I don't know.
Come on, try a little. Think about it. 9.
One.
What else? 9, 1.
One.
Very good. Great work. Can you write 911 right here?
There you go.
Filling in. We're gonna fill in the blank, okay? 9,
good.
1.
Are you okay?
1.
Moving. I see.
Good job.
Fix this. Turn this
Wow.
inside.
Now you guys are gonna work
Fix it.
on your own,
Turn it up.
okay? Filling out.
Really?
Yeah, you're
So go
gonna do
ahead
a
and
very
fix
brief
it.
assessment.
Yep.
Okay.
So where you're gonna circle
Turn
the
your
images
clothes.
that reflects an emergency,
Pull
okay?
it.
A
Okay.
scenario of emergency.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass out these pages for you guys to work on your own independently. Okay?
Really?
We work together, and now is your turn to circle on your own, okay?
Put your hand through there. Put it through there. Pull
Go
it.
ahead, Javier. Go ahead and work.
How we go?
Pull it, Matthew. Pull down.
And you too,
Fix it,
Anthony,
pull
you're
it
gonna
out.
work on
Pull
filling
this
out your
out.
own, okay? Here's
Fix it,
yours.
fix it. Yes. Yes.
Circle the images that show an emergency, okay? Go ahead, let's try
Me
that out
happy.
and see how that goes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Look at your first one, Adriana. Circle the emergency. What do we have? The first image is a person that's choking.
Yes.
Is that an emergency?
Yes.
Yes, right? And we have an image of some pretty mountains, right? So go ahead and circle the one that you think it's an emergency.
Alright.
I don't want to play.
And you too, Anthony. Go ahead and fill out the one, circle the one you think it's an emergency, okay? Let's take a look at those.
Woo!
Okay.
Where do you want to go? Come sit and leave. On the stuff over here that you can leave me with. Here.
Doing
Be
good.
happy.
Put those in your
Yes, you're happy? Me too. Now flip the page. When you're finished on the first page, let's flip it for the second page, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so who's an emergency? On the second page, what you guys are answering is who is an emergency responder,
I
okay?
don't know.
Now we went over, you guys had to circle scenarios of emergencies. Now we're gonna circle who are emergency responders. So let's look at these pictures and see who
Wow.
is an emergency responder,
Okay.
right? So here on the first one, we have, what do we have? We have a few police officers and you have a lady with a baby.
Hey,
Who-
baby.
Who is, you guys have to select which one is the emergency responders, okay? Each image shows one.
Okay.
How are you doing, Javier? Are you finished? Almost done? How about you, Anthony? Are you circling your emergency responders? Yes. Very good. Good. I like that you're pointing out. Yes, those are police officers. How about here? Which one is a police responder on here? Point out. Yes. Okay, let's circle that. Let me help you. Let's do the circle. We circle together, okay? Good choice. And in this one, which one? Who is the emergency responder? Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. So let's do a circle, okay? We'll circle
Checo.
with you.
Annie, Checo.
Good job. Great work, guys. So today we learned what is an emergency, what scenarios are the scenarios of an emergency and who are the responders, right? First responders that we can call when we are in an emergency. Right?
Okay.
You guys did fantastic. Thank you so much for your participation. I'm
Why?
gonna collect these papers.
Why?
Yes, thank you so much.
Why?
Have a wonderful day. We'll keep
Why?
on learning now with Mr. Oh, why? Because this little lesson is over. We're finished. Thank you.